Yo, what's up? The guys over at Unison Audio let me try out their new plugin Sound Doctor, and I'll be using it throughout the video. If you want to check it out, I have a link in the description. Today, I'm feeling lucky. Lucki Camel Jr., better known as just Lucki, is a rapper hailing from Chicago, Illinois, known for his laid-back rapping style, hypnotizing music, and having some of the most diverse features ever. Lucki grew up on the west side of Chicago, listening to artists like Erykah Badu, Biggie Smalls, and Lil Wayne. He started rapping when he was a freshman in high school, but started taking his rap seriously after seeing the not yet famous Chance the Rapper rapping at their local library during an open mic night. After getting a little buzz in his inner friend circle, he garnered the attention of the rap blog Elevator, and Elevator's co-founder would direct and produce Lucki's debut song, Untouchable Lucki, under the name Lucki X. The next year, Lucki would drop his first project ever, Alternative Trap, at just 17 years old, getting him a lot of praise and attention in the underground scene. And for almost an entire decade after, Lucki would continue to drop mixtapes, EPs, albums, and singles, collaborating with hip-hop heavyweights like Playboi Carti and Future, while also having songs with King Cruel and FKA Twigs. And right now, Lucki's popularity is the highest it's ever been with the release of his newest album, Flawless Like Me. Lucki is an interesting case in hip-hop, an underground artist who's been at it for years, who's just recently getting his mainstream attention. Maybe it's all of his hard work paying off, or maybe he's just lucky. Lucki has rapped on a wide variety of styles for his beats, but old and new, a lot of it has similarities to the hip-hop subgenre, cloud rap. Cloud rap is a style of hip-hop that usually has spacey and ambient melodies, paired with zany rap flows. It's all very laid back and spacious, like you're floating on a cloud. Some of Lucki's old projects like Alternative Trap or Body High really feed into that cloud rap vibe, but his newer tracks still retain some of that vibey and spacey aesthetic. For my track, I'm going for a more modern Lucki feel, like songs like Super Urus, the Lamborghini song, I'm in a lamb truck, who's stopping me, and More Than Ever, with a more floaty synth feel. I'm using Cheese Machine 2, it's a free plugin, and I played this melody. It sounds pretty cool and I'm loving those synth vibes, but I wanted to add some effects to really enhance the synth. And what better to add than Unison Audio's Sound Doctor? Sound Doctor is an all-in-one effects plugin that can alter your sound to fit any vibe you're looking for, adding tons of personality to your production. Sound Doctor works by selecting the style you have and the formula you're looking for, and the Sound Doctor will prescribe some effects to fit that formula. For example, I'm working with a melody and I want it to have a lo-fi effect. So I select the style and preferred formula, and bam, new effects. I can also take out effects and drop in new ones if I like, ranging from compression, reverb, bit crush, and so much more. And it also has built-in effects like dry wet control, limiter, and an EQ, so I didn't even need any other plugins for this sound. And once I was satisfied with the sound I have, I can save the preset so I can refer back to it later. So whatever you're looking for, the Sound Doctor's got you covered. If you want to try it out, I have a link in the description. Lucki also uses these moving arpeggio synths in a few of his songs, so I'm going to use PG8X, another free plugin, and use an arpeggio on the chord progression. I'm also using Sound Doctor on this time with the psychedelic formula, which gave it some echoed flanger effects. For the most part, Lucki's drums are pretty simple. A lot of steady trap drums just to keep the rhythm going. Personally, I think there's beauty in simplicity. It's not trying too hard or doing too much, it just is, and that's okay. I feel like producers tend to have those moments where they feel like they need to add more when it's fine the way it is. And one way I've learned to circumvent this is to follow Kenny Beats' motto, don't overthink shit. Trust your gut and trust your ears.
Don't overthink shit, Kenny.
For example, my song is using one drum pattern, one hi-hat, a clap, and a snare. That's it. The bass style is also pretty simple. It's one of those thumpy plug style 808s, and I just followed the chord progression. For this sound, I'm also using a little bit of Sound Doctor just to give the 808 some more grit. And lastly, I added some riser effects and some cymbals. That's pretty much it. Here's the beat. Lucki has always been a pretty conscious rapper, someone who acknowledges the hardships of life while also indulging in life's forbidden fruits. He likes to talk about his use of certain substances, his love life, and how these women belong to the streets.
She belongs to the streets.
Speaking of the streets, he also likes to mention a new car he's driving, and he likes to flex what he's got. All of his raps have this zany and nonchalant delivery to it, but he likes to pair that energy with sometimes wordy and interesting flows, giving his raps this free and relaxed feeling, but it's still pretty entertaining. Many of his fans describe his music as both really chill and really hype, and I couldn't agree more. Another important thing that he does is that he lets his music breathe. Sometimes he'll stop rapping in the middle of his verse, catch his breath, and then jump right back into the beat. You don't have to fit every inch of the song with rhymes, you could just let it breathe. And lastly, if we look at his vocal effects, his voice is pretty clean. There's not a lot of reverb, not a lot of auto-tune, not a lot of crazy effects. It's just nice, loud, and clear. Real talk. I think Lucki is a great example of an artist who can grow with his music. Someone who has an artistic vision and followed through with it without being pigeonholed to his fans' expectations. I think a lot of artists that have fan bases sometimes think that they have to make the same songs over and over again, but sometimes you gotta know when to switch it up and try something new. I know I would have never made my album Mood if I never left my dubstep phase, and I know that Lucki would have never made Flawless Like Me if he never left the alternative trap vibes. What I'm trying to say is step out of your comfort zone and try something new. It might be good for you. I'ma speed off, no modesty. Gotta slow down, you're probably looking like ops, they gotta be. Real OGs been hard to see. A lot of y'all wannabes, back from the bank, they tired of me. Stop my green like broccoli, gotta get my fam new property. Ay. She kickstand, I'ma take her on tour. Been on the road tryna make me rich, milking me dry, gonna make me poor. Don't get misinformed, drop that chick when I get bored. She told me she loving me, I told her she more of a chore. Ay. Don't feel pain when I fill my cup. Move too fast, but I'm in no rush. Ain't shit changed but the boys I trust. Shit, what about us? Don't know y'all, gotta keep it tucked. Made a little wish and the shit came true. Guess it's luck, I don't make the rules. Speed off, no modesty. Gotta slow down, you're probably looking like ops, they gotta be. Real OGs been hard to see. A lot of y'all wannabes, back from the bank, they tired of me. Stop my green like broccoli, gotta get my fam new property.